Recently, a meeting be a course so ECOWAS headquarters in Abuja. Na African Union chairperson no region bia engine die year bia ni region engine die na 2027 na West African so yebeji ye die tina ehun be hia se ECOWAS mpanyimfo be kwa kwatena se no mahwe se who is competent enough say obeye den lead West Africa akoye AU chairperson in 2027 na African ECOWAS for tena se wie ye omunhwehwem wie no omu say Ghana mampanyi President Mahama na omu West Africa selecting so on representing a region no as chairperson African Union. Now you select you as chairperson for African Union, meaning unyani paketwa, meaning your influence in your region and your governance, what you are doing for your people, no. In proper recognize and the so amos position, no. The 2027 officially, President Mahama will become the chairperson of the African Union in Addis Ababa. Now enomo ena ura Samuel Okudzeto Black, Foreign Affairs Minister Ekasana Watcher say. President Mahama assure ura Alan Kyeremanteng say so to me eba be AU chairperson 2027 na obe make sure say Alan Kyeremanteng ebe play a key role ni tenamu as AU chairperson and when a Kevin Taylor any reaction aba edi afa ho me pese yina tuye buna ye tie nsema aketi kan ye wi ana machirama dwi na yakoye nim.
President Mahama has assured that Alan Kyeremanteng will play a key role when he becomes AU chairperson in 2027. John Mahama in opposition catch a Ghana for of believing in what we call inclusive government. Senior Kwame Nkrumah starting no. Remember, it is only Kwame Nkrumah and or starting here what we call inclusive government or the nipa be free different places to come join his government. John Mahama can opposition. And John Mahama has always respected the intelligence of Alan Kyeremanteng when it comes to politics. He has always revered Alan Kyeremanteng, even though politics, Alan Kyeremanteng has been with the MPP for a long time. Right now, Oye UP part 2. But also Alan Kyeremanteng political career, respect, integrity or what? John Mahama has always respected Alan Kyeremanteng's inclusion and then the submission when it comes to developing and building this nation. He's one fine politician. Majority of Ghanaians, even those in the opposing parties, NPP, and NDC against UP, they still respect Alan Kyeremanteng because when it comes to a gentleman who has conducted himself and become selfless, patriotic, and has respected the rule of the game, Kyeremanteng, and John Mahama said, why not? Say Alan Kyeremanteng or UP, number NDC, it does not mean it's Ghana for a town for. Nyan said that it's him. And I'm a pair because Nyan said them it's him and a Ghana for 2 Abama and Yansano. They know say Nyan said them it's him and between Ghana and Jamina sa overwhelming numbers are even the NPP followers they voted for John Mahama because Nyan said that it's him no Yaduba Omiatima about Miatiba Pai. John Mahama said, we say Nyan said be a Alan Kyeremanteng. Now Obawun says Nyan said I was Alan and they supported a buying way near the Ghana. Even though Alan were UP, John Mahama respecting Nyan said that it's him, it was winning BB. Alan Kyeremanteng 2027. Say me to me ebe ye AU chairperson awo. Table na ye be say no ubenya baby papa tena. Mo end this MPP for kwasiafo. And the omo contest for mo presidential to be a presidential candidate. Obieri wo integrity challenge Kyeremanteng. Kwasiafo we Jimmy. MPP na mo team sisiano. The 5 sankwas, none of them obieri wo integrity say Alan Kyeremanteng. None of these fools. Oh, the Mayamu, any bre, Jimmy, and Kwasiasem, Sankwasinyoma, Jimmyism, just say, enmity, disrespect, tribalism. And I will tell you on authority, I want John Mahama to bring Alan Kyeremanteng on board to build this nation. I will support that idea, and I support this idea 100,000 times. Alan Kyeremanteng, I didn't done it soon. Nyansa wenya experience wenya in our politics. Sanka MPP omo nyamwa anka enisa nko bomo obiabo contest Alan Kyeremanteng the MPP. But ye Jimmy MPP for but omo say in Kamwa Oma say Jimmy Four, everything is about them. They don't care about what people do, the sacrifices. Alan Kyeremanteng Jan life in to at some party where yeah, piglet party. Or ye bibia. A bua also the boo a day, and tafre any enchichidina, any idea in motia. Kyerematen grammar no would moise, not wama a motia boo. A henna who's idea. Where did you ever see a gentleman, a tall, handsome man, come down so low to kiss the ass of a dwarf? It was all because of the love for the party. At the point Alan Kyeremanteng was supposed to lead the party, Mokajen saw Oya Kwasia, Onya Fantini, Onya Santini, Onim, Mo Sankwasia. Today, Yanni Ghana for the young Alan. Mea Kobedu, Ghana for Minim Yansa, young Alan Kyeremanteng. Alan Kyeremanteng, you know, one of the most recognized parties in Ghana, irrespective of vision and ideologies. If John Mahama sees Alan Cash as one person he needs to help build this nation, why not? We are building an inclusive nation. Alan Kyeremanteng is an experienced politician, very well known, and then also widely known. He's very smart when it comes to contributing to building of a nation. This idea, we all support it. This idea, we support it. And I will tell John Mahama with all due respect, say, even before AU, you become the chairman of AU. Even before, if there's any way you can help bring Alan Kyeremanteng on board, please find a way to solicit his ideas. The man is an intelligent man.
So that is Kevin Taylor. There is one mistake Alan Kyeremanteng. And I know, sir, we regret it. Mistake Alan Kyeremanteng in life more as a politician was agreeing that, and I say, is that she agreed for Akufo-Addo to run, and he will wait. That's the biggest mistake Alan here. I'm telling you, because somewhere 2000s more 2008. And Alan Kyeremanteng, me that's we young. Nana do would call Umbia Naba. And that is why express that for the free power no na Alan say because party no tiase say okay. So Alan Kyeremanteng tiase ama wakodia and he will be the next on the line. And Akufo-Addo so called tamba me abaye. And no groomy bow, you will be no men Alan, me the Alan ba meant to be control no man fa bow. And I know Alan Kyeremanteng regret it because so win na Akufo-Addo win here no should have been Alan. Yeah. Kasa 8 years presidency Akufo-Addo be DMK Alan Kyeremanteng India. Yes. Because now be him say some ko mu ko run off and I say ko mu san ko biwa Alan befa because omuko ya mani duru baby say ani braba so musa ko bi na lan say o majam but sa musa ko contest bi o nka flag bearership nka lan be wini yeah ko be wini can you win but that's the biggest mistake out here until and MPP for free power nana do antam to me no amfa nyede amfa my friends and Alan no or supported Baumia instead because he needed somebody who be Barman and Yanetete. Saying Baumia to me with 2024 election now, Anka he will just come like a better dean than so a president, but the inner cycle no Akufo-Addo would have ruled this country behind the scenes because they needed somebody they can control, not somebody who can help the nation. That is why I'm not supporting Baumi. Because Omunim said Baumi, Alan Kyeremanteng, it will be difficult for him to be controlled. That is why. And Untina, Omanya then, Oman supporting Alan, no, because they needed somebody they can control. Yes. Saying Baumi to be the president, there will be no difference between Baumi and Mamu. The only difference is that president in the dean. That is all. But can these same people rule the country behind the scenes? I'm telling you. Kobe won't say I'm a difference behind it. The same thing. Niamana also under Akufo-Addo no complain no. 10 times be also under Baumia. What do you say? And see, Alan Kyeremanteng is a gentleman or respecting no. And see, last minute say na want to me so who say Alan Kyeremanteng criticize the NDC that. Yes. Or respecting no ni enya no beka. Ni enwom enim no so no omba mbetira se ntwatro se ewo. And until the MPP party and pen assemble. So if President Mahama is going to do this for him, why should I have problem with such person? Dabi. Humanity first before political party. So any assurance President Mahama assure Alan Kyeremanteng as UP a penny. What is your take on this issue? Which reminds me, they came fantastic.